Now, going back to Fit Your Macros, you can literally eat anything you want as long as it fits your macros. So, I don't know about you, but flours are pretty much bang on. So I will generally just eat like... Okay, I can't even sustain. That's disgusting. I can't even sustain that joke, and also it's pretty funny. I just spat that onto the chair, so that'll be there for a few weeks. That was disgusting. My tongue tastes disgusting now. Hello and welcome to another video, and I'm on the beach because I've just finished filming Baywatch. Not the mainstream David Hasselhoff Baywatch that you're thinking of, but kind of like a spin-off that I've written and directed myself. I'm taking like a different path to the original movie, so rather than be on the beach and look out for like drowning people and saving people and stuff, I'm actually I'm just searching for Michael Bay, you know, like the director. So I'm essentially on Baywatch. Now the film, it's a 4-hour feature film, and it kind of consists of me just looking around the beach for Michael Bay. Occasionally I'll shout like, "Michael Bay, are you there?" And without wanting to give away the plot, I don't find him. Anyway, today is a Wednesday. I've just finished work and I'm about to go to the gym. But before I do that and before I start eating and everything else, I thought it would be interesting to quickly talk about if it fits your macros. Now, I get a lot of comments because on my, if you watch my days of eating, my food-based videos, I tend to put IIFYM in the title. Now, that stands for if it fits your macros. And what that is essentially is eating whatever you want as long as it fits your macronutrient goals. So, for example, if you need 300 grams of carbs, 200 grams of protein and 100 grams of fat in a day, you could eat whatever you want as long as you hit those goals, as long as you get those numbers. And obviously, on top of that, you'd have like a calorie goal. So you might need 3,000 calories, say, you get that many calories. And that is pretty much it. Now, to start with, I think one gripe I have is that to say that that's a diet, to say, oh, I'm doing this IIFYM diet, I think it's very misleading because it's not really a diet. It's just something that everyone should do, you know? It's like if I say, oh, I've got this new lifestyle where I'm kind of, what I'm doing is I'm breathing in and then I'm breathing out, and I breathe in and breathe out, and I just kind of continue that throughout the day. That's not a lifestyle, that's just living, that's just not dying. Like, if it fits your macros, is what everyone should do, because everyone needs to eat a certain amount of carbs, a certain amount of fat, you know, everyone needs to get a mix of those macros, and therefore you should be eating a diet which kind of targets a range of those things. So to say, you know, oh, that's a terrible diet is a stupid thing to say, because it's what, like I said, it's what everyone should do. You may vary the breakdown of the macros within that, but loosely that is what everyone should do in their everyday life. I think it's very effective. Like, I've been doing it technically my whole life, I guess. I think a lot of people do. The issue that I have with it, and I think some people have with it, is that, and this is the case with anything, you get some people that obviously take it to the extreme and kind of mess it up. So I was reading about a guy recently who's a bodybuilder. I think he was prepping for a show, and he ate nothing but Lucky Charms, whey protein and peanut butter. Now, he did this because it fitted his macros technically. So, you know, he was getting his carbs from his cereal, it was from the Lucky Charms, he was getting his protein from obviously the whey protein, and he was getting his fat from the peanut butter. So technically he was eating what he needed, but obviously he was neglecting his micronutrients. So obviously there's things, you know, the kind of nutrients below the macros, and obviously it's a lot of processed crap. So as with anything, it is effective, but if you go to the extreme, it's not going to work. You know, you could say, oh, squats are really good for you, but if I start squatting on a unicycle with my eyes closed, that's not going to be good for me. So, and I can do that, by the way, but it's not going to be good for me, so it's not something you should do. So you can take anything to an extreme and ruin it, but generally speaking, if it fits your macros, it's a very kind of clever thing to do. It does work if you do it sensibly, and it is pretty simple. Obviously I do it slightly differently, just in that I don't technically count them. So a lot of people say, oh, you know, you don't count your macros, so you can't be doing if it fits your macros. But it's the same ethos, because what I'll do, I know that I want to get the majority of my calories from carbs, so I'll make sure that all my meals are kind of carb heavy. I know that I want to get a reasonable or decent amount of protein, so I'll make sure I eat protein, you know, like 3 times a day, for example. And then I know that I want to get a decent amount of fat, so I'll make sure that I get an element of fat in all of my meals. And therefore, it is the same ethos, because I am trying to make sure I hit my macros. I'm just not counting them specifically, because I don't think, unless you are like a a top level kind of physique athlete that it's that necessary. But anyway, I could talk all day about this. It's getting a little bit cold. It was sunny a minute ago, it's now overcast, and there is a real risk of a tsunami. So I'm going to go to the gym. I've got to do some squats and deadlifts. So I'll show you that. Then we'll go and get some food, and we can discuss kind of if it's in macros a little bit more in a practical sense. So I'll see you shortly. And I'm back home, and that was pretty decent. Squats moved nicely, deadlifts felt pretty comfortable, and then back and biceps felt pretty good. So I had some protein. I had 30 grams of chocolate smooth whey in the car. I'll be honest, I do probably get more of my protein from whey than I should. I do think it's good to get as much of your protein from actual food sources as you can. I don't think obviously processed whey is ideal, but to be honest, at the end of the day, protein is protein, and if it comes down to, if you push for time, or like me, you're a bit lazy, it's better to get protein from whey than to not get it at all. So that is obviously the way to go. I'm going to grab a quick snack because I'm not going to be eating dinner for probably another 45 minutes or so. So I'm going to have a banana. And then I'm going to have some cashew nuts, which are like my go-to snack. They're good and they're bloody fantastic. I'll explain why in a second. So going back to if it's in macros, I don't count, but I mean basically I estimate that I hit around 5,000 calories a day for maintenance at the moment, and of that I reckon I'm trying to hit around kind of 40% ish of those calories from carbs, and then 30 from fat and 30 from protein. That's kind of roughly my goal. And so I basically, every time I eat, I just try and target that breakdown. Sometimes I'm a little bit carb heavy, but that's because obviously I'm getting a lot of my protein from whey. But that I target roughly that breakdown. So if I look at a meal, I'm just looking at it and I'm thinking, right, how much this is from carbs, how much is from fat, how much is from protein, and I pretty much go from there. So obviously I've got my carbs in the form of the banana, my fat and my protein from the nuts. And in terms of nuts, I know a few of my clients recently, or a couple of them particularly, have been saying that because I've been giving them a kind of an amount of fat to eat, and it's more than they're used to, and they've said they've struggled to get the fat in without eating crap, and obviously you don't want to do that. So I'll definitely recommend cashew nuts. If you are trying to get more fat in your diet, cashew nuts are a really, really good way to do it. They're very easy to eat, so that is obviously a bonus, and they're nice. Anyway, I'm gonna eat this, and then I'm gonna start prepping for dinner. We had some chicken the other day, so we've got some of that left over, so we're going to kind of slice it up and then whack it into a chicken risotto. So I'll get going with that. After I finish my little kind of snack here, I'll show you the prep, and then I'll eat it. And that is how I eat most of my meals. It takes me like 4 hours, but save on washing up the cutlery, suckers! So, That is obviously chicken and pea risotto. Onions in there. That was chicken stock that we added to it for like lubrication. And I think you'll agree, it looks pretty bloody fantastic. I've got my best friend here, Cheese, or as though, damn it, I should have made a joke like Edam. Should have been like my best friend, Edam.
It's cheddar.
Yeah, but Adam's a name, isn't it? Cheddar's not like any name. Can you think of a name like Cheddar? Better? Feta, Leda, Weda, no, that's not a name. So that's another tip. If you're looking for extra calories and obviously fat as well, then and protein as well, to be fair, there's a bit of protein in there, then cheese obviously is going to boost your calories very quickly, and it's pretty easy to eat. And as with most of my food choices, it tastes good. That's good. I mean, if your diet forces you to eat food which is not very nice, then realistically it's probably not going to be it's not going to last very long because it's going to suck. And I've got some orange juice, which is obviously where I'm going to hit my micronutrients along with the fruit and other stuff that I eat. So I'm going to eat this now because I am hungry and because I feel like you're intruding on my personal space a little bit too much. Ah! Oh my god, that was so hot.
I can't believe you just spelled out.
Sorry. Jesus Christ. I think I've got like 3rd-degree burns in my mouth. Dinner is over, but I'm just beginning. Beginning to be the coolest person in the world. I'm actually just doing a bit of editing. Editing the video that you are currently watching. There's me on the beach, no biggie. And I'm in the process of eating some roses, which I appreciate. I mean, I'll be honest, right? I don't, like sometimes I know that I need calories. Like today I didn't eat enough during the day. And so I know I need calories, and although obviously I'm gonna end up not hitting my macros exactly because I'm gonna get too much fat and like sugar from like carbs from these chocolates. If you need calories to maintain or build strength, and that is the goal of your training, then basically getting the right amount of calories is more important than not getting, like, it's better to eat the right amount of calories sometimes if a bit of it comes from crap, rather than not eat enough calories, because obviously then you're going to lose strength. Don't do it all the time, because then you'll just be an unhealthy, like, fat mess. But if you do it sometimes because it's essential, like in this case where I'm eating my roses, then it's one of those things. I've also got a coffee. Whoa, the screen's gone really, really orange. I've got a coffee. And then in terms of the roses, these have been out for a while, so I don't know what we're looking at. Oh, hello. The gold one, I'm pretty sure is going to be yes. Now, I'm not a big roses man. I don't eat roses that frequently, but Golden Barrel, what am I doing? Golden Barrel, they're always the best ones. In any form of chocolates, they're like soft caramel ones are always the best ones. So I'm going to eat a few of those and then probably just leave all of the rubbish like dark and orange and coconut ones for Sayers to eat. Now, going back to if it's your macros, you can literally eat anything you want as long as it fits your macros. So I don't know about you, but flowers are pretty much bang on. So I will generally just eat like, okay, I can't even sustain. That's disgusting. I can't even sustain that joke, and also it's pretty funny. I just spat that onto the chair, so that'll be there for a few weeks. That was disgusting. My tongue tastes disgusting now. Right, I'm gonna finish the video, finish editing the video, and so I'm gonna finish this video because I want to get on with it. Ow! Son of a bitch. So I'm gonna finish the video here. I'll have this, probably have a shower. I'll definitely have a shower because it's not disgusting. And then I'll have some protein with some creatine, with some whole milk, and then I'll go to bed. So, I sincerely hope you enjoyed the video, guys. If you did enjoy the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you enjoy eating flowers and or searching for Michael Bay, give it a thumbs up as well. And I will see you tomorrow.